Today, we're jumping into a really fascinating and honestly pretty unconventional lesson plan. We're talking about a classroom, a pile of actual heavy stones, and a metaphor so powerful it's designed to make you physically feel the emotional weight that we all carry around. So let's just dive right in. I want to start with a question for you. How much does a grudge actually weigh? And I don't mean that figuratively. I mean, if you could actually hold it in your hands, what would that feel like? It's a weird thought, I know, but it's the entire point of the lesson we're going to break down today. Okay, first up, a lesson in weight. This whole thing starts with a teacher who had this brilliant idea. What if you could take something abstract, like resentment, and turn it into something real, something you could actually physically hold? So picture this, right? You walk into a classroom, and it's not just desks and a whiteboard. Over in the corner, there's a big pile of heavy stones. Kind of strange, huh? Apparently, the students had been bringing them in for a few days, building up this pile and probably wondering what on earth their teacher was planning.
Then the lesson begins, and the instructions, they seem simple, but wow, are they profound. First, the students are told to just sit quietly and really think about the times people have hurt them. They write down every single one of those wrongs and who was involved. And then, for every single wrong on that list, they have to go over to the pile and put one heavy stone into a bag. And this is where it all changes. This is where the lesson goes from just a thought exercise to a powerful physical reality. You know, the lesson plan itself is really specific. It actually calls for at least 60% of the students to participate. But why such a high number? Why is that so important? Well, it's because this isn't the kind of lesson you can just sit back and listen to. No way. Its power comes from the doing, from taking part, from actually feeling the very concept the teacher is trying to get across. It's all about the experience, not just the theory. So just imagine being a student there, filling up your bag. You pick up one stone. That's for that promise a friend broke. You grab another, for that cruel word someone said that just stuck with you. And then another, a much heavier one, for a deep betrayal. With every single memory, the bag just gets heavier and heavier. And then they have to carry it. They literally walk around the room, passing the bag from one person to the next. And with every single step, they feel that physical strain. The weight isn't just some idea anymore. It's a real, heavy burden they actually have to struggle with. Okay, section 3, the teacher's point. So after everyone has felt that struggle, after they've realized just how exhausting it is to carry that bag, that's when the teacher finally connects all the dots and reveals the real purpose of the whole thing. The lesson plan itself literally poses this exact question. It's designed to make the students figure it out for themselves. You know, what was the point of all that? Why carry all those rocks? And the answer? It's brilliantly simple. Those stones, they're our grudges, our resentments. That bag, that's our heart, forced to carry all of it. And that physical weight, that's the emotional pain we choose to live with every single day. And this just reframes everything, doesn't it? Forgiveness isn't about saying what happened was okay. It's not even for the person who hurt you. It's an act of self-preservation. It is the simple, powerful choice to set down a heavy burden that you, and only you, have been carrying this whole time. So what does this choice actually look like? Let's compare the heavy, heavy cost of holding on to the incredible freedom of finally letting go. I mean, just look at the difference. On one side, you're holding on. You're lugging that heavy bag everywhere, constantly reminded of how much it weighs. And that burden, it's yours and yours alone. But on the other side, you let go. You just put the bag down. And suddenly, you feel lighter. You feel free. You get to reclaim your own peace. And this is what the lesson is all about. The moment you let go, you finally understand the incredibly high price of resentment. You get to experience the pure relief of that release, and you get to reclaim all that energy and focus you were wasting on carrying that weight. And that brings this whole lesson out of the classroom and brings it directly to you and me. It makes us ask ourselves a really personal question. Because here's the most powerful, most empowering takeaway from this entire thing. We are the ones who pick up the stones. We choose to put them in the bag and haul them around. And what that means is we are also the only ones who have the power to stop, open up that bag, and set them down. So I'll just leave you with this one last thought. Think about your own bag of stones. What weight have you been carrying around for way too long? And more importantly,
What weight are you finally ready to put down today?